meteorologist Scott Dorval with the On Your Side forecast.
It is Monday, time for another Climate Matters Monday segment. When you take a look at the air quality in the Treasure Valley, there's two things that will come up, either particulate matter or ozone. Particulate matter is either dust or smoke. Typically smoke is the issue with that the summertime, and that's what causes the poor air quality, but ozone levels rise as well. And here's how it happens. You take a look at this graphic right here, ozone in the low zone. So this is the protective ozone layer. That's good. We hear about ozone. Hey, we need the ozone layer. It's good up here. It's bad down here. And so what happens is pollution plus heat and sunlight equals ozone. So on the really hot days, it just bakes that pollution and the ozone levels go up. But the Department of Environmental Quality, they put in place certain regulations that kind of stopped some of those ozone days, those poor ozone days from occurring, I should say. We used to have many more of them, but we have less now, which is certainly great news. So let's take a look. I want to compare, first of all, this is Los Angeles, as you would expect to have smog and that heat and whatnot. On average, they have the 2000 to 2014 annual average number of days of unhealthy ozone days. On average, they have 100, and you can see where they've been over the past few years. Pretty close to it, but down last year a little bit. Let's take a look at the Boise area. Los Angeles has 100 on the average. We have 6 on the average. Hence, the air quality is much, much better here than it is in the Los Angeles area. Even the spike right here is only to 12 days, and last year it was only 2 days. So we certainly, ozone is not a huge problem in the Treasure Valley, but thanks to the Department of Environmental Quality taking care of things and making sure that we keep things in control and keeping things clean and not allowing that extra pollution on those days, mitigating factors help. You can get more information by going to climatecentral.org about ozone. Let's take a look at our temperatures. Here's the big surprise, maybe. Wow, what a change coming in. We can look at this 101 that's forecast for tomorrow and say, whatever, because look at this drop, 96, 91, 93, and that's right, that's an 80 way down here on Sunday for the high temperature, and many charts are bringing that 80 in. Now you notice how it's a drop and then it goes straight back up, so it may not be quite 80, might be 83 or 84. Either way, it's going to be in the 80s over the weekend with that temperature dropping through the weekend, then coming right back up next week. This is Wednesday and Thursday of next week to near average around 92 or 93. So today it's hot, tomorrow another real hot day, and then we'll start to see those numbers drop. In fact, when you take a look at tomorrow, look at these low temperatures in the morning, mid 70s, pretty nasty conditions early on. No precipitation really expected, but there's going to be a decent amount of cloud cover. A lot of this the high and mid-level cloud cover, so I'm not sure if we'll actually hit 101, but we will still have some clouds and sun. More clouds tomorrow than today, some of that tropical moisture coming in from the south, and that always leads to the chance of some isolated storms popping up, but I'm not seeing too many showing up on the charts. Here are those current temperatures: 92 in Baker City, 88 in McCall, but 98 in Boise, 101 Mountain Home, Glens Ferry down near Bruno, Grandview, it's probably 102, 103 right now, 94 degrees in the Twin Falls area. Wildfires and smoke. All right, let's take a look at it again. Here's Riggins, here's McCall, here's our active burning fire. The red is active burning. That's the Salmon River right up in here. This is an old burn that's northeast of Bergdorf here. So here's Bergdorf, the hot springs. Maybe you've been there. You go around the corner. This is Seasesh here, and then you can go up to Warren in this direction here. This is north of McCall. There's your active burning in this region right in here. The yellow was the past 24 hours. The red is the active, so it seems to be burning to the south and to the east. The upper level winds are heading off in this direction, so that's why they were concerned about the Bergdorf area. We have the heat today. We've got another hot day coming up tomorrow as well. The good news is that cooler weather is coming in, but to bring in cooler weather, you have to bring in wind. And so likely the wind could increase up there. We'll have to keep an eye on that. In the meantime, there's a lot of smoke up north. They've got a heat advisory in southeast Washington, and there's some smoke down here as well in parts of the valley, but it hasn't been so bad. High resolution visible satellite, not showing a plume of smoke at the fire, which is here, but the radar is picking this up. And I think that's the smoke that the radar is seeing off in the distance, that smoke that's coming from this fire, and it's showing up in the Warren area. So the Warren area may be very small smoky right now because that's the direction of the smoke, headed southwest to northeast. No big storms across the southwest, and in the McCall area we've had the clear sky. So even though there's a fire north of McCall, look how beautiful it is. 90 degrees today. The extended forecast keeping it warm tomorrow, down to 79 Thursday, and much cooler by Sunday, maybe 70 degrees. How about that? My exclusive true view of tomorrow's weather today. I'm not kidding here, folks. 104 possible in the Western Valley tomorrow, while Boise's at 101. Everybody's going over 100 tomorrow. That's the way it looks, although it will be partly cloudy, and that can keep the temperature down. It is going to be a hot one. Maybe the hottest day of the year, at least for some communities. There's 100 in Riggins tomorrow. Not the best news with the fire because of the heat. Stanley and Sun Valley, you'll see temperatures in the 80s tomorrow. Isolated storms are possible in the Stanley Basin. 101 tomorrow for Boise. 80 on Sunday. Just can't stop looking at Sunday. That looks refreshing.
Hottest day of the week, though, tomorrow.
Could be, yeah.
All right. Thanks, Scott.